Gabe Padilla with CageMinds.com. Privileged and honored to be in front of Sterling Peak today, man. I'm getting ready for your Expo Explosion boxing fight, man. How's everything been? What have you been up to, brother?
Everything's been good, man. Super good. Just been training and working, you know, doing that.
I know you're very active. How is it transitioning from MMA, boxing? You know, how has that been for you?
It's been good. It's actually been surprisingly really good. You know, I'm more of like a cage fighter, you know, and I prefer to be in the cage, but these boxing fights just keep coming, so, you know, I just keep taking them.
So you prefer MMA?
I do. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, man, 2-0 in boxing, very promising, you know, a lot of upward positivity for you. And your opponent, Cesar Alvarado, he's 2-0 as well, man. What do you expect to come July 15th, and how do you expect the night to go for you?
Oh man, I expect fireworks. I mean, honestly, from both sides. I've not like seen any like real footage or anything like that on my opponent, but I am aware of like his amateur record, and it looks pretty, you know, lengthy, you know, looks good. So I expect him to come out, you know, with some good head movement, you know. Really, like I said, I've not seen any videos or anything on him, so, you know, I'm not really expecting or like training for any one particular thing. I'm just trying to sharpen up my skills, my abilities. I'm super confident in what I can do, you know. I definitely started out cage fighting, and I really didn't get into boxing. I had like 3 amateur boxing fights, honestly, and when I decided to make the jump pro, you know, just these boxing fights were a little bit easier to get.
Being a fan of you, man, and you know, also doing my research, you know, you said you had a football career when you had first started off, and I saw an interview that Micah did with you at the King of the Cage. It was an amateur fight, I believe, your debut, I believe. I could be incorrect on that. Just want to ask you, man, you know, how has that journey been, you know, from not really having the background in it, you know, starting not too late because you were very young, but, you know, how has it been now, already almost 8 years, you know, how long it's been now, man?
Yeah, no, this last 8 years, I mean, you know, a lot's happened, life, you know, I've got 4 kids now, so I mean, from then till now, I had no kids, and, you know, just a lot's happened. Man, yeah, that interview was a super long time ago, and that was my first, I went to Colorado for that King of the Cage fight. That was super fun. What was the question again?
You know, how has this journey been? You know, from when you first started to yourself now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the journey's been awesome, man. Like I said, with life and all that good stuff.
Is it what you expected, or you know?
No, it's not what I expected. You know, like, I don't know what I expected before making the jump pro, but now, you know, as a professional all around 3-0, I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to feel like, you know, and it's all happened super fast. I mean, I just made my pro debut last September last year, you know, and I've just been lining them up, but yeah, I don't know what I expected, and, you know, I definitely am trying to enjoy it every day, trying to take it a little bit slower, you know what I mean? But the journey's been great. It's been super awesome.
Not to take any focus off this big fight you have coming up, man. What's MMA life like these days, and you know, what do you have coming up? You know, anything?
Right now, I mean, you know, there's this really great promoter in Texas. He's been talking about doing like a boxing / MMA event, and he actually gave me my first 2 boxing fights. So I'm hoping he gets that together, because I told him call me for that cage stuff, you know. But really, there's nothing for myself. There's really nothing lined up cage-wise right now, you know.
I saw the I believe Sparta Combat. And you were talking about the boxing and cage stuff. That's almost kind of like a hybrid too of the same thing. So you kind of have that experience, right? So that might be a good look for you.
Yeah, definitely. Sparta Combat League, I fought for them a few times. That's a super great promotion. I would love to get on Jeff's King of Sparta tournaments. So, you know, shout out to Jeff, hit me up. But yeah, you know, those are great events, and you know, I was there to do the MMA stuff back then, and I kind of seen how that was going, and that was super cool. So I definitely wanted to stay ready for both aspects of the game, you know. I'm in here training right now, predominantly boxing, because I've got these boxing fights lined up, but you know, I'm definitely keeping my hips right.
Awesome, man. Well, it was very nice to meet you today, man, and I really appreciate your time. Is there any final messages for anything or anybody?
No, man, no. I appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you.
No worries. July 15th, Manuel Lujan building, Expo Explosion. I believe doors open at 6.
Explosion.
And he said, man, it's going to be fireworks. So thanks again, Sterling.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you.